Good afternoon from sunny Galicia for match day 2 of La Liga Smartbank 21-22. Visitors to the Ancho Caro this afternoon are Real Sociedad B. They've made the trip along the north coast from the Basque Country to a sun-drenched Ancho Caro. 24 degrees, bright sunshine, wonderful conditions for football. Homeside Lugo bounced back from 2 goals down in the last 10 minutes against Oviedo last week. The aim for this season must be to give themselves an arm's length from relegation and the late scares of the last 2 seasons. Last week's game, an example of how their recent seasons have gone. A bit traumatic right up to the end, and eventually pulling themselves to safety. Home manager Ruben Alves sees fit to make 4 changes from that side. One change, sorry, with Josep Senye in for Fernando Seoane. Josep Senye making his full debut after being released from Mallorca. The main man in charge this afternoon, just at right of centre there, Senor González Frances, the one promoted from the division below. He's taking over the VAR duties. For the visitors, they do make 4 changes from the 1-0 win against Leganés last time out. Escurdia, Lobete, Lopez and Turdentes come in. Cristo Romero, Yanis Johara, Garrido and Pocorni are the ones to make way. So impressive as they were last time out against Leganés, boss Xabi Alonso seems fit to ring the changes, bringing some even fresher faces to his lineup. Pocorni and Romero making their debuts last time out, along with German Valera and Roberto Lopez, who will drop down from the A team. So yes, again, it's a fresh and young looking Real Sociedad B team. Front 3 of Lovete, Caburo and German Valera, only at 18, 19 and 20 years old. As we get ourselves underway, Leon's got made an impressive start. Leganés, one of the favourites to gain promotion this season. They were more than met their match against Real Sociedad in their traditional blue and white shirts, kicking from left to right as we look on the main camera in the first half. Home side Lugo in their red and blue. First free kick given against Roberto Canella. You'll see Manu Barrero already winning the high balls. Both goals that Lugo conceded were high balls played in against them, so happy to chip the ball to Manu Barrero. He'll be up against it in 2 tall centre-backs in Artiza Anambari and of course González de Zarate, both pushing 1.90 m each. Sociedad looking to press. They did sit deep at times last week, hoping to hit their opponents on the counter-attack. See if they take a more proactive approach as Ruben Alves, Vigo born, named Young Spanish Coach of the Year 2010. And has progressed since there. And a sticky start with Lugo. Drawn, lost in his first 3 games, but then kicked into form and dragged them out of the relegation zone right at the death at the end of last season. Playing through midfield now, right to Jeremy Blasco. Inside his captain, Roberto Lopez. There is Cordia. From back into Beñat Torres. Bench against that Barcelona last time out. Out to the right hand side, just too much on the pass there. Out to Jeremy Blasco, French-born fullback. Our main man in charge now, familiar face of Xabi Alonso. Still just 39. Tolosa, just around 20 kilometres south of San Sebastian. And for the challenge goal, it is Kurdi and Gerard Valentin. It's the Basque defender who comes away with the ball. Over the turn in midfield and spread wide to Canella. Senye again. Senye impressive with the performance on loan at Castellón last season. Couple of goals from midfield as well. First spell of possession for the home side and a throw down the right-hand side. Campo Badal. Pressure on Diego Allende, gets it back to his goalkeeper Oscar Wale. Another one brought in at Castellón last season, impressing in goal. It's for handball against Roberto Lopez. Play goes on. And Bali back to Ortiz Aldasoro. First touch for Andoni Zubaore. Goalkeeper, the oldest player currently out on the pitch for Real Sociedad at 24. It was mentioned and reminded during the week that Real Sociedad cannot gain promotion unless their A team were to drop out of the top flight, but it's credit to their performance at that. And that was worth bringing up over the past few days. That's how much they impressed in that win against Leganés last time out. And they're hogging the early possession here. Loose pass that time though by Blasco, but quickly won back. Beñat Torrentes in midfield, supported by Aldaroso. Interchange of passes with Germán Valera out on the left-hand side, but coming barrelling away and skipping over the tackles is Gerard Valentin. Got support on the right-hand side from Hugo Rama. Could do with a bit more help though. There's not many red and white shirts in assistance, but he's not going the right way, but he's hanging on to the ball. Forcing the crowd that he didn't cough up possession that time. While it goes long, looking for Manu Barreiro. Beaten in the air that time. Yeah, back he's inaccurate, and he's given Chris Ramos a chance to cut inside and shoot with the right foot, but it's blocked. Challenge for the ball, then Campo Badal coming on like a steam train, but his shot is blocked off Germán Valera. So first show of intent from Lugo after 6 minutes. That's a loose flick in midfield by Torrentes. Chris Ramos got the first shot in. It looks to just caught Samuel Blasco unawares as he gets in for the block there. Lands awkwardly on his ankle. Looks as if he'll be okay to continue then and defend the first set piece of the game. From the Lugo right, the Hugo Rama. Cluster of red shirts in the middle, and it goes towards Barreiro, beaten in the air by Arambari. Hugo Rama again. With it, Diego Allende. Now Campo Badal looking to get the crossing from the far side, but it's eventually cleared. tracking back is Xavi Torres. Lugo can recycle the attack. Wally again sending the ball long downfield. No nonsense from him, putting the pressure straight back onto the Sociedad defence. See, they're coming together between Verde and Chris Ramos. So after withstanding kind of the first 5 minutes of Real Sociedad passing and possession, Lugo have got their foot on the ball, getting a bit more control of the first half. To Hugo Rama, chasing down. Head tennis in midfield, no one's really able to control it until S1700 gets his foot on the ball and charges into the penalty area. Low ball in, looking for Chris Ramos. Couldn't find him in the end, and that's a foul given away by Rama. And the first yellow card of the game for pulling back Beñat Torrentes. Gets one hold of his shirt, gets hold of his arm, keeps hold of his shirt, and eventually the referee deciding that he was not really making any attempt to play the ball. He was sent off back in February. Hugo Rama in the game against Logroñés. Picked up 2 quick yellow cards in that game. Keeping him down the far side, looks like it's crossed over, so Jeremy Blas got covered a lot of ground but couldn't keep the ball in play. These two sides, they have cross-passed before but not for a while. Last meetings were in the 2008-2009 season in the division below. Promoted that year. They've got some defending to do now. Alendi's let it ball bounce in the penalty area. John Caricaburo sniffing around but not able to feed on anything that time. Sheriff Valentin turns well, but he's fouled that time by Emmanuel Escurdia. Home fans just reminding the referee that he booked one of theirs just a few minutes ago. Not happy that the same punishment hasn't been given to both sides. Shot of it all, it's a simple free kick just inside the Lugo half, which Campo Badal sends it into the channel, looking for Hugo Rama to run onto. He's hooked into the middle of the penalty area, cleared away. González de Zarate. Again down the Valentin down the right hand side. He's bundled his way past one into the penalty area, flashes it across goal. Manu Barrero just can't stick his head up, get a touch on that and turn it home. An industrious play by Valentin down the right hand side. Managed to get his way past is Cordia. And just flashed it right across goal, but it's just too far ahead of Barrero in the middle. Lugo looking the most likely at the moment. So poor kick from Moscow. He's played in Aldasoro. Support to left from him from Valera into the penalty area, just runs straight into Campo Badal. Roma can complete the clearance, but it's not really hard to play by Artitha and Arambari. Arambari's going to have his work cut out against Barreiro this afternoon. Won the ample majority of his aerial duels last time out. Ball over the top, looking for Roberto Lopez on the run. Mayotte tracking back in the B team this week after making his mark as a substitute against Barcelona last time out. So he swapped the new camp for the Ancho Caro. 25 minutes and provided a lovely finish to make it 3-1. Neat touch in midfield there by Torrientes. And Lobete again. Roberto Lopez scheming through midfield, but there's a wall of red and white shirts in front of him. They try and pick them apart going from side to side. Is Aldasoro looking to find the runner, German Valera to the byline with the cutback, looking for Karikaburo, cleared away. Karikaburo just leave it off the ball by Juan Antonio Ross. So the balance of play swings again after a decent few minutes. A good spell from Lugo. It's now Real Sociedad back in possession of the ball. They're very patiently at the back waiting for their opening to come. Maybe patience will be the key for Sociedad. Obviously one of the youngest teams in the league, average squad age of 21.6 years old. So maybe they're thinking on a hot day at the start of the season, maybe the younger men can outlast their more experienced rivals. It's Kirikiburo inside the penalty area, with the pullback and the shot is blocked. Herman Valera steaming into it, and another shot comes in from Lopez, and it might just fall for Lobete with the left foot, blocked away again. Xavi Torres in the right place at the right time. As I was saying, that need for patience might be the key for Sociedad. They sprung in, Karikaburo in behind. Lovely pass, gets himself away from Xavi Torres. Aiming for the pullback. First shot I think was going wide but was blocked. Clearance off his own man in the end. Another shot comes in, it fell for Lobete. Had options for a pullback but went for goal himself. Thought if he could do it in the Camp Nou, he can do it here. Not that time, so first corner of the game for Real Sociedad. Swung in, little left foot referee not happy with something as Aldasoro heads over the crossbar. Senor Gonzalez Frances wasn't happy, so we'll go again. Roberto Lopez with the left foot high towards the penalty spot, brought down but used the hand. Ball signal against Alcris Aldasoro. Decent spell of Sociedad's pressure. The game is swinging this way and that in the opening quarter of an hour or so as the challenge comes in. It's a high boot given against Josep Senye. Senye still protesting his innocence. Lobete. Certainly not too pleased with the challenge that came in. No further punishment though, and Sociedad back on the ball. Right with Roberto Lopez. Looking to bring the ball in behind, looking for the run of Karikaburo. Senye in midfield. Centre pass to the left of him, and Roberto Canella can make some metres down the left-hand side, supported by Chris Ramos. Back to the byline, inside the penalty area. He looks for the cross across the face of the goal. Nodded down to be a shot at the edge of the penalty area. Senye and Chris Ramos were there. And then it was Ramos leaning back, skied it over the crossbar. A promising break down the left-hand side. Not able to get in behind Jeremy Blasco. Kurdi in the walls, Aldasoro in the walls this time, sorry. So from behind one by Xavi Torres. Will get to the byline, pull it back. Joan Valera. To the shot from Lobete. Blocked away by Xavi Torres with Allende on the line as well. So both attacks just starting to flicker into life. Sociedad again, edging themselves towards the right-hand side. Roberto Lopez pulling out here, and Jeremy Blasco taking it positioned inside that Real Sociedad half. They've got it left to German Valera this time, and the free kick has gone against him. It was a loose challenge by Juan Antonio Ross. German Valera on loan from Atletico Madrid. Coming in with the challenge, and Antonio Ross just cleverly just leaving his leg in there, and buying the foul out of the sliding Valera. Roberti with the turn inside Roberto Canella. The nutmeg's on Senye, but he's not made the ball stick for long enough, and now it's Hugo Rama. Spots the run of Edu Campobadal. Looks to play in Gerard Valentin. Looks to be a bit heavy with the pass. Valentin's kept at it though. And he's won a corner. Escurdia. So another chance for Lugo to pile in some of their taller players. Senye, Xavi Torres, Ross and Allende. Hugo Rama again on corner duty. See the big three there of Ross and Manu Barrero. Chris Ramos up as well. Swung in, outswinger looking for Barrero again, and Ambari up to the aerial battle. Not going to be letting Manu Barrero have it all his own way. Both Moscowali downfield, straight onto the head of Escurdia. Kaburo's outnumbered, and eventually Lugo can settle themselves back into possession. Lugo, they did have a rather positive summer, some decent signings as well, so free kick that time. Given away on German Valera. positive signings. Oscar Wally in goal, Senye midfield. Chris Ramos signed on a permanent deal when he was on loan here last season. Marcelu, the goal from the penalty spot last season, brought in on loan from Tenerife. And then they're back from Valladolid. Pressing higher up the field here and putting González de Zárate under pressure, but he's done well, the youngster. Got the ball out to midfield. Sort of a couple of advantages played by the referee, and eventually the ball given away cheaply by Karika Buru. They're not giving it up though, and eventually Jeremy Basco does give away the free kick. On Allende. Departures: Marcelo Diallo, a number of games at central defence last season, did not have his contract renewed. Christian Herrera to get more game time in Ibiza. And Puma Rodriguez, unfortunate with injuries towards the end of the season, but he's returned to Alaves after his loan spell. And Cantero also shipped out to Eibar after a €500,000 bid. And Blasco again seeing plenty of the ball in the first half. Julian Lobete, a little bit of space opening up for him all of a sudden. Inside is Turrientes. Misunderstanding between him and Valera. Valera nominally placed out on the left wing, but seems keen and eager to cut inside and get into dangerous positions whenever he can. Lopez, here is Valera in a more central position. And Asoro to Escurdia. Cleared by Hugo Rama. Plays for handball against Turrientes. Play allowed to continue. Turrientes again. Again, the ball goes to the right first. Aldasoro. Now back to González de Zárate. Looks to play the killer pass in behind, but all of the Lugo players camped inside their own half, making things really difficult for Sociedad to break them down. I think you just need to move the ball just a little quicker if they're going to upset the Lugo defence, or something a bit more unpredictable. They've got to Blasco on the right-hand side. Kaburu lifted into the middle of the penalty area, flicked away by Ross and sent back in with interest, but over the top. Distant shot from fullback Escuria. Last goal was against the Racing Santander, 1-0 win back in March. He's a fair way off with that strike, plenty of power. Oscar Wally not concerned though. Neither goalkeeper really forced into a save of any real merit so far. After spells of pressure and possession for both sides, the pendulum now swings back with Sociedad. Lopez now, Valera popping up on the right-hand side. Turrientes to Barry. Again, just as Sociedad start to get to that area about 30 yards from goal, it's when Lugo seem to bite and make their interception. Xavi Alonso watches on. 31 wins from 58 games so far. Again, a little bit of space in midfield. He's looked to get Lobete in down the right-hand side. Cleared away that time by Canella. The edge of the box, and now it's Valera with the shot. Claimed for some handball against Xavi Torres, nothing given. Barrero hooks it out to the left-hand side, and Senier brings the ball down out of the air, turns his way around Roberto Lopez. And his pass is just out of the reach of Hugo Rama. Roberto Lopez. Aldasori, hear the crowd getting up as soon as the Lugo players win the ball back. That's a strong challenge in midfield, and another one coming in from Aldasoro. Referee not too keen with the tackle. Team dumped to the ground. Hugo Rama out to the right-hand side. Back to Rama again in behind the defence. It's crossed into the penalty area, hooked away by Desirate. Hugo Rama still making a nuisance of himself, and Valentin hooks it into the middle of the penalty area. Barrero with the header, looping wide, but with a show from Lugo. Yeah, do have some bite up front. An injury to Hugo Rama. The injury issue for Ruben Alves is he's sent his bench out to get themselves ready. Let's see exactly what's happened with Hugo Rama. Looks to be a hamstring issue. Entirely well with the world, but he's now signalling to the bench. I think he will be able to continue. Already up to a jog. So far, Lugo kind of allowing Sociedad up to this kind of position in the pitch. Happy to get those at 2 banks of 4 or 5. In front of the goal. Time the ball out to the left is too far ahead of Escurdia. Hugo Rama back up and running. Side with a bit more defending to do again. Sociedad happy to control the tempo, control the pace of the game. Going to grind their opponents down and eventually spot that gap in the defence. Yeah, the likes of Gary Kaburu and Lobete in possession, but it's a bit sloppy at the back there. Pass going awry from Escurdia. control from Escudia, support from Valera. There's 3 Lugo players in there. Against the 2 from Sociedad, and the home side come up with the ball. Oscar Wally again. He's under instruction to go long. It's a flicked on by Barrero, which is put Lugo onto the front foot with the recovered Hugo Rama. Faced by 2, crosses with the left in towards Barrero in the middle. Saved by Andoni Zubiore. First attempt on goal from Lugo via the head of Manu Barrero. Just couldn't direct his header into the corner. It's the closest we've come to the opening goal so far. It's at 4 for Lugo after 33 minutes. Ball in from Hugo Rama. Only potential criticism, with a little bit more pace on the ball, a little flatter. Just for Barrero to glance it into the far corner. Barrero again winning the ball in the air, but possession not staying long for Lugo, so it's back with Sociedad. Spell of possession for Sociedad, of more of the ball, but not really been able to threaten Oscar Wally so far. Just with that one routine save just a moment ago from Barrero. So far, Lugo keeping their young opponents at arm's length and away from the penalty area. So the challenge comes in as they reach that area about 30-35 yards from goal. And then Lugo can break in with it. Gerard Valentin, but his touch is heavy. And Anan Barry can step in. Just take the ball back off him. So Lyberia. He's down after the challenge. Sociedad coming up with just over 60% of the possession so far. 0 shots on goal though to show for it. That ball into the middle again, and Barrero winning the header against González de Zarate. Couldn't direct it far enough away from Anzoni Zubiore in goal. So we remain at 0-0 with just under 10 minutes to go to half-time. Lugo winning the ball back in midfield, just biding their time and just sticking the foot in. Picking back up possession. Now Hugo Rama on the right hand side. Can they build something as an attacking force? Much to the dismay of the crowd and to Hugo Rama, the throw-in goes against Lugo on the halfway line. So a tight decision down there. Much to the dismay of Ruben Alves as well. This is a Lugo side who's unbeaten since middle of May. Sporting the Gijón inflicting a 1-0 defeat. They won 3 and drew 1 of the last 4 games to survive relegation and picked up a point at Oviedo last week in under 12 minutes to go. But very unlikely. So last week Lugo they struggled with the balls played up in the air towards Obeng. Both goals involved the Oviedo striker last time out. Real Sociedad don't pose that same kind of physical aerial threat up front. Karikaburu isn't exactly small, but the style of play of Sociedad, they're not going to be chipping balls 50, 60 metres down the field and up to him. Looking to get in behind here now. Lobetti to the byline, puts for the pullback, and Diego Allende there. Getting Lobetti in, but Diego Allende sticking to his task. Kick taken short. Oh, Roberto Lopez again, they've worked the angle, got the deeper cross into the penalty area, headed away. But, mostly completed by Chris Ramos. Pace from González de Zarate. Does need to be just a bit quicker. You feel if Sociedad are going to get in behind, another throwing decision goes their way, taken at speed by Blasco. Roberto Lopez. Field Torrientes with the shot, and that's potentially cleared the stand behind the goal. Again, Oscar Wally can just watch that fly by. For all the possession and build-up play from Sociedad, it is just a touch slow, you feel. It does need to go up a gear if Lugo are going to be otherwise troubled. You do feel both sides different game plans, but both very much sticking to their guns so far. You're still happy to sit back and defend deep. Their opponents on the counter-attack, but the Real Sociedad just, when they do play one more direct ball, just when they mix things up a little, that's when you feel they can really trouble the Lugo defence. Lugo themselves be more than happy to spring a few counter-attacks. It's a set piece for Sociedad. This time taken straight into the middle by Roberto Lopez to the back post. It's a free header back across goal. A comfortable take for Oscar Wally. Keith Arambari. Stealing a march around the back, getting himself free. Getting the header back across goal, but too much height on it. But chance for Oscar Wally just to claim above his head. Flipped on by Ramos. Barrero's played into Senier. Can he get the ball back to Ramos? But there's an offside decision in the build-up. For the intricate passing of Real Sociedad and the carpet football they play. Lugo got one long ball forward, one initial flick on, and Barreiro almost getting at Senye in behind, just offside. Didn't quite get enough on his pass to run through on goal. Ruben Alves leads for calm for his team. So went pre-season unbeaten, did Lugo. Couple of wins, couple of draws. As many teams are more low-key pre-season. Against a handball against Roberto Lopez, nothing given. Soro stepping through midfield, but again, just getting a toe in. Senye bringing the ball down, looking to play in Chris Ramos. Kalea looking to get Ramos in behind again, but it's well covered by Jeremy Blasco. He's been levered out of the way. Ramos pleads his innocence and suggests the contact was with his shoulder. Not necessarily the part of the body, it's just the force that it came in with that attracted the referee's attention. Blasco just nudged out of the way. So we're in the last minute of the first half. Still no goals in the Ancho Carro. Both sides playing their cards and showing exactly how they want to break their opponents down, but neither have been successful so far. Sociedad having more of the ball, but it's Lugo have had the best chance that fell to Manu Barreiro with the header. Directed it straight out to Zuhore. Other occasions when Lugo threatened to get in behind the Real Sociedad defence. Kaburo, and he snatched something right on half-time. So we tick over the 45-minute mark. Cross in from the left-hand side from Escurdia, cleared away by Roberto Canella. Playing midfield with Alda Soro. He's spotted Julian Nubeti on the right-hand side. Cuts on with the left foot, gets the shot away, it's blocked. So it's well, should have been an easy take for Oscar Wally. Completely deceived by the spin on the ball. Very much a heart-in-mouth time for those Lugo fans. Potential for offside as well against Lobete. Play allowed to continue. Gets it onto his left foot. The shot is blocked by Canella. And Oscar Wally just completely deceived by the spin of the ball. A few breaths were gasped as that spun away and hit the side netting. He thought his luck was in for a moment as we've played the one additional minute allowed at the end of the first half by Senor Gonzalez Frances. So last action of the first half. Lopez to take the corner with the left foot, sprung in towards the middle of the goal. The header comes in, but it's a well, why is a defensive header? Chris Ramos was there doing the fending, and the referee decides that that is enough for a first half. No goals in the Ancho Carro. Clearest chance falling to Manu Barreiro. His header straight at Andoni Zuhore in the 33rd minute. Plenty of possession for the visitors, Real Sociedad, but they're unable to break down a stubborn Lugo defence. We'll be back with you in just a few moments. Back with you at the Ancho Caro for the second half between Lugo and Real Sociedad B. No goals in the first half. Game of few chances thus far. Clearest opportunity falling to Manu Barreiro. His header straight at Andoni Zubore. Apart from that, it's the visitors who've had a lot of the ball, but found themselves up against a tough and well-organised Lugo defence as they go through their re-warm-ups again for the second half. It's the home side who've had less of the ball, but in many ways look the most likely to get a goal. They have needed to be more direct, have a bit more cut and thrust about them, use the aerial abilities of Manu Barreiro, Chris Ramos, Zipsenye as well, getting up there to support. But you do feel that most of their good attacking players involves Hugo Rama in one way or another. The more they can get him on the ball in promising positions, I feel it's going to be more likely that Lugo can get a goal. For the visitors, getting was underway in the second half, kicking from right to left as we look from the main stand. And some early possession for the home side, so still a warm day, 25 degrees in Galicia. And there's Hugo Rama on the ball again, looking to get Gerard Valentin to the byline. He's cut back inside, he's gone down inside the penalty area, nothing has been given. Referee Raul Martin Gonzalez Frances unmoved. Very well be a VAR situation, but we go back to in a moment. For the meantime, it's Jean-Carré Caburo down the other end. And home side Lugo will have a throw, but more importantly and more interestingly as well, there's a word in the ear of the referee. There did look to be some contact on Gerard Valentin. It did look like he slightly exaggerated the fall to the ground. Now we'll see in slower motion. They get flick of both ankles, but I think this will probably show us definitively how much contact there was. And from my perspective, I think the referee and his video assistants have made the right decision there. I don't think there was contact by Arambari on Gerard Valentin. Well, certainly not enough contact to elicit that kind of response and reaction. And the strikers tried to win a penalty there. He didn't make contact in the end, did Arambari, though it's not a very wise decision. He kind of very much threw his leg out. Oh, it's the visitor Sociedad on the attack out to the left-hand side. It's Kurdia. Brahman looking again for the run of Valentin. Up against Arambari. Comfortably won by the defender that time. A bit of space for Aldasoro. Again, Sociedad able to get to this kind of position. Not able to go a step further and the ball into a dangerous position into the penalty area. Now Blasco, cross from deep. Looking for Kiri Kaburu, but easily claimed by Oscar Wale. Ball over the top, looking for Chris Ramos by the byline. He's challenged that time by Gonzalez. That's an offside decision. He's gone against him. options off the bench for Lugo getting ready. Mayotte, option for midfield, another switch from right to left for Real Sociedad. Perhaps Lugo will look to a bit more mobility up front. Want to bring on Hosselu. He's a long spell at Lugo with his first goal in over a year, last time out from the penalty spot. Back on the bench this afternoon. That's a home side looking to build an attack here. Chris Ramos, but covering back is Jeremy Blasco. Lugo seem relatively content to still let Real Sociedad have the ball, and then look to launch those quick counter-attacks, trying to catch their opponent unawares. Challenge in midfield play. I thought play was going to be allowed to go on, but in the end, free kick given. German Valera dumped to the ground. See more of Valera than we have on Lobetti on the other side. Expected of him after his explosive debut for the first team, coming on as a sub in the Camp Nou last week and getting a goal. Also Lobetti, who finished last season in fine form, 7 goals in total. Kaburu challenging inside the penalty area with Javi Torres. Javi Torres saying his shirt was being pulled, but had to pick himself up and defend the corner. So he does just have a hold of the shirt there, but it's on the blind side to the referee. Chance from the corner, be taken by Roberto Lopez again, low in swinger. Right the near post by Manu Barreiro. So still looking on, see if he can find a way through. Chocaro, just 1,600 people. Today capacity just over 7,000. No one back on the right hand side by Gerard Valentin. Barreiro, but sweeping up at the back is Cordia. Zuore forced to go long. Torres now. Lugo attack down the right hand side, looking to get Rama back on the ball, but the Soro steps in. And Senier gets in a foot in midfield and gets the ball back from Hugo Rama, but again, quick to pick his pocket that time was Lobetti. Lobetti's gone on the afterburners and he's got away from Allende. Allende sticking to his task well, gets back, gets the challenge in, and he's done himself a little bit of damage there. The transfer workings of Lugo being looking like a bit of a success over the summer with Senye and Ali brought in for Sociedad. German Valera brought in on loan from Atletico Madrid. Roberto Lopez be getting more time here, having in and around the first team last season. Brings up a cornerly on the bench today, along with Cristo Romero as well, and Lucas Sangali brought in as well, also on the bench. So some of the new signings having to wait for their opportunities. Were involved last week, of course, but Javi Alonso ringing the changes from last time out as Captain Carlos Pita goes through his routine to get himself ready for a potential appearance later on. As Chris Ramos has done really well, but then he runs out of space. Picked up the cross-field ball. You see exactly what he was trying to do, but just ran out of room. So Jeremy Blasco was beaten. Again, good tracking back by Hugo Rama. Just nips another Real Sociedad period of possession in the bud. Foot in there by Edu Campo-Badal, and got Lugo onto the front foot. Valentin out on the right-hand side, looking to run at the defence again. Follow it up and has got himself a corner. And Manuel Escurdia getting himself between Valentin and the ball. Ends up giving away the corner though. Valentin keeping on the pressure. Now Hugo Rama with the out-swinging corner, fans behind the goal making a hell of a racket. And Chris Ramos and Barrero look to get their collective heads on this. It's swinging towards the penalties, but Barrero chests it down and volleys over. A relatively clear opening. There's some concern over the condition of Arambari. So the reaction from Xavi Alonso is like it's going to be throwing on a more attacking player in nice Johara. Playing his trade at Mirandés last season. Arambari to for the moment, so Arambari still receiving treatment, down by Zubiore's goal. And Lobeto challenging for it, but losing out to Chris Ramos, who's being more and more of a feature in this second half, but Jeremy Blasco sticks with him that time. Looks like there'll be a change to be made by both sides as well as we approach the hour mark. As Aaron Barry returns to the fray. For the moment it's his defensive partner Urco Gonzalez. To Lopez and now Blasco. Back to Lopez, all in around the halfway line. It's a steady block from Lugo, compressing the space, making themselves difficult to play through, and Ramos almost gets in the interception. See what Kirikiburu was trying to do with the step over, but didn't quite come off. Now Zep Senye adding a bit of calm to midfield, bringing the ball down and just laying it off easy. Kempo Badal with the more expansive pass out towards Chris Ramos, but it's overhit and will go out for a Sociedad throw-in. Just a couple of touches on the turn, held off his man and the ball away. So Seoane. Nice Joara, those to be introduced. It will be one of the youngsters, Herman Valera, the one to make way. So another French national, nice Joara. 4 goals for Mirandés on loan from Sociedad last season. Still just 21. So Fernando Seoane will have to wait his turn to come on. Watch his side do some defending as well. Now Lobetti into the penalty area. He's got the pull back. It's straight to Roberto Lopez, who's leant back and skied over the top of the crossbar. I think it's an offside decision in the build-up against Lobetti. Very tight call on the touchline. Seoane, 38 years old. He's older than Ruben Alves, his boss. This morning place of Hugo Rama. Hugo Rama lively in the 62 minutes he's played so far. Looked like he was on the heart of a lot of the good work that Lugo had done on the attack. Fernando Seoane, 28 appearances last season. This is his 10th season at the club since signing from Gymnastic in 2012. Very much a club legend. Now, Lugo potentially looking to mix things up for a bit. Roberto Canella launched the throw in towards the near post, looking for Barrero, headed away by Jeremy Blasco. Kabura tries the back heel and Seoane gets his first touch of the game. It seems like Lugo having one of their periods of possession. Valentin having a run and getting past Escordia. More blue and white shirts to greet him, but he's got support from Seoane to the right of him. Seoane throws the dummy, gets back onto his left foot, crossing to the penalty area, head at the back post, he's down and just wide. 2-2 waiting for it. Not sure if Andoni Subori got some fingers to it. Manu Barrero was there. I think it was Chris Ramos who got the decisive header. Excellent play in the build-up from Valentin. bursting through midfield, getting the ball out wide. There's Chris Ramos at the back post. Just couldn't direct his header in on goal. Found the net twice last season. Yet to open his account in this. Therefore getting the header just wide. But again, for all their possession, Real Sociedad creating very little in front of goal, and Lugo able to spring forward and they've had the clearer of the opportunities, I'd say. A couple of headers, one from Barrera on that one from Ramos. Closest we've come to a goal thus far. Now nice Johara, but he's twisting and turning, but he's beaten himself. Very much close to him. Watch again the cross from Serwani into the back post. Ramos just with the header, just couldn't direct it in inside that near post. Looking to bring the ball down at the air. Serwani quite quick enough, but he's got the bounce of the ball, and Lugo very much on the front foot again. Valentin to have a run at the defence, and across with the right foot into the penalty area. Barrera with the header, can't direct it on goal. It potentially just got a little flick off the defender just in front of him. Is that Senier, sorry, with the header. Serwani going in for the challenge, not winning the ball, but bounced Lugo's way. Valentin with the cross. Well, it just took a flick off Adam Barry on the way through. Just a flick off the defender, it means Senier. Hits him around the ear. He can't direct it in on goal. Again, the clearer openings are starting to fall for the home side, but still just the one shot on target Lugo mustered up so far. So then it's one more than the visitors, though. What can they create here? Lyberia getting through one challenge, but not a second of Chris Ramos. Senier, Barrero. Valentin is running in the last few minutes, has created those two chances. Valentin twisting and turning, but getting a free kick. Did Andasoro, the guilty party that time. Campovadal looks to get his throwing out of Escurdia. Given a tough time in the last few minutes by Gerard Valentin. It just looks like Lugo have just gone up a gear or so. They're starting to press a bit higher up the field and not inviting the visitors onto them quite so much. Sociedad, they're still very much at home and comfortable with the ball at their feet and happy to knock the ball around in midfield, but again it's getting into this kind of a position. That's when Lugo snap into the tackle and bring the attack to a halt. Again, time it's at Blasco when they get into the kind of final third. That's when the final pass has just been letting them down so far. Lovely build-up play, plenty of control in midfield with the Lopez, Torrientes and Aldasoro. Three of them combining there just to keep possession. Even with that Manu Barreiro dropping in. Gonzalez stepping forward, and he's got the ball to the feet of Kariki Buru. He's turned, he's gone down inside the penalty area. Again, referee says nothing doing. It's one for either side now. I think that's even going to get reviewed by the VAR. He's pulled out of the air by Allende, but he can't keep it under control, and suddenly Joara can cross into the middle of the penalty area, cleared away by Juan Antonio Ross. Mistake in the defence by Lugo. Just open the door slightly. As Joara that time loses out. And Chris Ramos just felt the contact from behind from Jeremy Blanco and went to ground and got himself a free kick. As you watch again, to Kariki Buru, he's got Xavi Torres all over him. I think if there was a foul, there's the shirt pull there. Pull the shorts as well. I think it might have been outside the penalty area. Momentum taking John Kariki Buru into the box. But not enough for a penalty in the referee's eyes. So Senor Gonzalez Frances unmoved still. This in his debut at this level. Barry again, defence of Real Sociedad with time on the ball. They're not concerned with chasing them down, but winning a bit deeper into midfield. Now Seoane, well out to the left towards Ramos with the left foot, but it's not accurate enough. Plenty of running from Chris Ramos, seen a lot more of him in the second half. We've seen a lot more of Lugo's attacking presence in the second half as well. Just under 20 minutes to go. It's interesting to see second game of the season with that Lugo and Real Sociedad kind of twist and go for a winner. Ruben Alves is looking to his bench again with a couple more changes, and Seoane snapping into the tackle in midfield, and Barreiro looking to release Chris Ramos in behind. That could spark an attack down the other way. Roberto Lopez help on the right from Joara. Against Roberto Canella. It's back to Rientes. Onto the left foot with the shot, but it's a comfortable save for Oscar Wally. First attempt on goal from Real Sociedad. Comfortable save in the end. The popular Carlos Pita. Lined up for an introduction. Down the right-hand side, and Lobete has the ball played off him and for a throw-in. It'll should be a triple change. Another interceptions time in midfield. Valentin not happy with the attention he's receiving, and Kariki Buru goes into the referee's notebook. Solid yellow card for his attempt at a tackle there. Martini's now receiving much closer attention. There's a couple of runs he put in, creating plenty of chances. So Carlos Peta on for Gerard Valentin. So it'll be a bit of a reshuffle, I think. I don't think Carlos Peta's going to play out on the right wing. And for Mayoral. To the debut in place of Diego Allende. With Mayoral brought in on loan from Cadiz. Let's get some game time. Change up top as Joselu with that winning penalty penalty to earn them a point last time out, comes on in place of Manu Barreiro. Work up against Desarate and Arti Arambari done for the day. So Joselu just giving a different option going forward for Lugo. The ball swung in towards Carlos Peta. First action is to dump Artis Aldasoro to the ground. The cross comes in, that's headed away by Blasco. Antonio Ross with the loop back into the penalty area, all very up in the air. Aldasoro again up into the skies and eventually brought down, and possession back with Senye in midfield. Solid tackle coming in, but Lugo still with the ball, crossed into the middle, headed away by Arambari, sent back into the middle again and then headed over the top. Again, Lugo the chance with the header. With Mayoral. He's going to be stationed out on the right-hand side in place of Gerard Valentin. Making his way into the penalty area. But only able to head over the top of the crossbar. Possession and the flow of the game leaning towards Lugo again. Real Sociedad not able to get these long periods of possession in again. To get Mayoral in again. Mayoral hits it. 5 goals at Hermannstadt last season. German second league. Looking to get among the goals early at Lugo in 21-22. Sociedad possession, but the challenges coming in again from the Lugo midfield, so they look to go long over the top. As a shot left, Moscow Wale. Goalkeeper's ball inside the penalty area. Long, there's no more Barreiro up there, so he will obviously do whatever he can with the high balls, but he's not the same target, the same type of player that Barreiro can just win flick-ons. Campo Baral flies in and gets the free kick. Manuel Escurdia could be in some trouble, but the referee decides against further punishment. We're approaching the last 10 minutes of the game. Lugo, who seem like the ones who are more likely to go for it, get the winner. One slightly loose touch and Campo Badal was in. Campobadal himself, who's going to be charged with the free kick as well. A couple of substitutions being lined up by Xavi Alonso. He can just change the flow of the game somewhat, but he'll wait until after this free kick is done. Gabon Marton about to make their entrance, but the team has got some defending to do first. Drum roll please for Campobadal. He scoops it into the penalty area. It's high and it's an easy take in the end by Zubore. Together out on the far side, but everything seeming to be going Lugo's way at the minute. They're getting the free kicks, they're getting the decisions, even with the little throw-ins, and combining having more of the ball and looking more at threatening going forward. Was a free kick given away. It was a hostility with a shirt pull in the build-up there. Sociedad team will probably still see it as a successful start to the season if they pick up 4 points in their opening 2 games, a point away from home. Not too much of a bad thing. As John Kaikaburo and Roberto Lopez are the ones to be replaced. Javier Marton will take his place up front, and then Daniel Garrido to step into midfield. Marton, just 22. Just 21, so pretty much the entire team born after the turn of the millennium. They've got some defending to do now. Senye, ball out to the right-hand side, and Campobadal now eager to get forward. He's got support from David Mayoral, fresh substitute. Have a run at the defence. He's looking to go the long way round. Artis Arambari's gone to ground, and the decision is corner. Arambari again going in with the challenge on the edge of the penalty area. Just cuts across him. Both end up on the deck. I'm sure Alonso on the bench had his heart in his mouth for a moment there, but he's got some more defending to do. And Campobadal with the corner. Swung in towards the back post, and they go the heads. Time Carlos Pita. It's taken away from Noan Canella. Swung in again towards the middle of the goal, but Arambari with the clearance away. Nice Joara. That loops clearance with the ball has hit the hand of Josep Senye. The referee brings us to a halt to give us a free kick. A few words of instruction for Jaume Cuellar. The new signing brought in from Spal in Italy. Believing as the ball comes into the penalty area, it's partially cleared away. It might fall inside the box, it's scuffed wide. The better chances Real Sociedad have created all game. Nice Joara. His hands to his head. It was his ball into the penalty area in the first place. 19, Javier Marton. He scooped wide. So the introduction of Jaume Cuellar. in place of Chris Ramos, who's run himself into the ground. So Cuellar, Bolivian international, sent off in the game against Paraguay in the Copa America in the first game. Didn't make any yet further appearances. Looking to make an instant impact here with the ball into the back post. Dangerously flashed across goal. As we watch that Real Sociedad chance again. Javier Marton inside the penalty area. Ball drops, comes off at Juari. Just can't make good contact on the turn. Kiboro in the bottom corner, compared to the box last week. Marton not able to repeat the trick. Master of set pieces now is Edu Campobadal. Swings at the right arm, swings the ball into the middle of the penalty area towards Bayeral, and unmarked was Antonio Ross at the back post. The referee deems that's come off a Real Sociedad defender. Clipped on again there by Lobete. So it'll be another corner. Peter handing out the instructions as Campobadal makes his way across to the far side. Peter, no goals last year, 2 the year before. He's at the back post here, looking to head back across goal. Calleja, ball still not dropped, and it's hooked away by Beñat Turrientes. Sent long downfield, and with Mayoral to give Jeremy Blasco something to worry about. Mayoral gets back at him, thinks about getting a free kick, so he gets on with it. And eventually Lugo have a throw in there, accelerating towards the end of the game. Will they be able to find a breakthrough in the final 3 minutes or so, plus whatever Senor Gonzalez Frances has to add on at the end of normal time? It's the more experienced heads of Lugo looking the more likely at the moment. It's a fresh air shot inside the penalty area. Lugo can't get the shot away though. Panic in the Sociedad defence. Sociedad just starting to just creak a little in their defence. And they've got the bounce of the ball there, and they've got a throw in midway inside the Lugo half to relieve some of the pressure. As he looks there, Gonzalez taking a swing and a miss at the ball. Marcelu and Jaume Cuellar just couldn't get a shot away between them. Turrientes twisting and turning, adding a bit of calm and spraying the ball left to Escurdia. Now Lobete. Now Alessoro, everything in front of him again. Turrientes. Much more the spell at the story of the first half, and the time there was a ball in towards the penalty area, but it's way too far away from Javier Marton. Again, an easy take for Oscar Wale. Alves still barking instructions from the bench. Marcelu looking to make a real nightmare for the Real Sociedad defence. Got past two, but eventually Adam Barry was there to sweep up. So he hit 23 goals in 40 games in 2016-17 here for Lugo. To recreate that level of form. Again, form this season on loan from Tenerife, but Kane has done really well down the left-hand side. He's crossed into the penalty area, but it's too close to Zubiore. And then some cramp now has crept in with Roberto Canella. Hope it's nothing worse than that. As we have a few moments to breathe. See Canella, I think the cramp just kicking in at the worst possible time. Just about there, as he just stumbles, you just see him. It means he doesn't get much purchase on his cross, and it floats way too close to Zubiore. Alonso looking at pensively at the sidelines. 6 additional minutes to be played, so plenty of time for a twist and a turn. Yeah, plenty of late goals in the Liga Smart Bank last season, a few last week as well. What do Lugo and Sociedad have for us in additional time? It was 88 minutes last week when Hosselu hit the back of the net with the penalty. Is it going to be even later this time out, or are Lugo going to have to wait another week for their first win of the season? And they're going to kick off with 2 draws. Sociedad a very respectable start to the season if they're on course to pick up 4 points from their opening 2 games. Importantly for Real Sociedad, it'll be 2 clean sheets from 2 on their return after an extended gap to the second tee, and they've got a free kick on foul on Daniel Garrido. Xavi Torres the guilty party that time, but stepping out from his defensive midfield position and missing the free kick. So nice Jara to take the set piece, and I have to say that height is very much on Lugo's side. Let's see if Jara can get this into a dangerous area. There goes the free kick now, swung into the penalty area, flicked on and over the top of the crossbar. Well, as we're almost halfway through the additional time at the end of the 90. Senier picking up the bouncing ball in midfield, and he's got Campo Badal already in a position to cross to the edge of the penalty area. Seoane looking to make something happen. Campo Badal after with Lobete, but the final decision goes at Sociedad's way. Alonso still feeling the heat. It's been a much improved performance from Lugo last week. They were second best for large periods against Oviedo. Improved in the second half and eventually got themselves a point. They've been solid in defence so far. Unless there's something that could be created right at the end. A free kick given foul on Javier Marton. Xavi Torres again with the loose tackle. And some of the taller players from the back, and Gonzalez and Arambari going forward. It's a central position, not much angle to really work with. Nice create from here. Everyone loading in towards the back post. Jeremy Blascott looking to angle his run. He's coming more central now. With the free kick straight down the middle, flicked on, and wide of the goal, which may well be the last chance for Real Sociedad. Look at this as a job done. And come to a tricky place in Lugo. Both sides defended well. Sociedad will see it as 2 clean sheets from 2, 4 points in their opening to the season. It's a satisfactory return to the league many years later. A long pre-season, played 6 games. 3 wins, 2 draws and a defeat against Eibar. In preparation for the second tier. Foul given away that time by David Mayoral. It's a stop-start end to the game. There'll be some tired legs being just a second behind with the challenges, and a few free kicks being given away now. As we're coming to the end of the 6 minutes of additional time, is that time for one last attack on Real Sociedad, but referee decides that enough is enough as Cuellar comes in for the challenge, and in his first game at this level, Gonzalez front says, blows the final whistle. So no goals in the Ancho Caro. Defence is very much on top during the 90 minutes. The visitors, Sociedad, had much of the ball. It was at Lugo, a series of headers, seemingly the closest to getting the result at the end of the 90 minutes. At full time in Lugo, it's 0-0.
¿Dónde vas a dormir?
Paramos pasado Lugo.
Vale.
No, 4 horitas, vamos a hacer 4 horas y 2 horas mañana.
Vale.
Nos perdemos un madrugón mañana, pero...
Sí, pero bueno, 11 y ya bastante.
Sí, hasta el noche no me lo he visto. Mañana tenemos montaje a las 9.
Una limpia.
Y es llegar ya de noche a
Mañana,
las 9 de la mañana.
mañana te levantas y dices, venga, empezar el día 2 horitas, bueno.
Sí, no dormimos.
¿Cuánto tiempo vas a venir aquí?
Esta es de la
Sí, esta es la que se puede, ¿no?
Se puede la que quiera pegar.
Claro.
¿Sí? ¿En principio?
Pues será así.
¿Cuánto tiempo sin venir aquí? Ya no me acordaba ni cómo era la sala.
Sí, de verdad.
Pequeño.
Tan sanmanatados, ¿sabes?
Nos podemos sentar, está aquí sortearlos.
Sí.
Ahí está, decía que venga el lunes.
Queda uno.
Pueden sentarse.
Me la jodí.
Yo ya dejo hasta Andrés y no es venido, si no, pero como siempre la cogía por si acaso.
Sí. Está en zona de prensa, ¿no?
Pero,
Ya no queda nada.
Vale,
Aquí,
aquí, aquí.
ahí está ocupado.
No, lo dejé libre para vosotros.
Ah, perfecto.
Con
Dos cámaras.
Sí, es que yo estoy de todo, sí, de verdad.
Ahorita con tiempo, pudiste muy bien.
ahora
Ay, por Dios, hacía falta. Es que de verdad no es justo, no es justo. ¿Eh? Bueno, me barrio, la radio de barrio.
Creo que hay que ponerse en
Ya no estoy fuera de la puerta.
Una sala de prensa.
Sí.
Pero yo pensé que estaba en estudio peligroso.
Sí.
A ver, ¿dónde está la cepita ahí?
Mañana empezamos la cuarentena todos juntos, estamos esperando una casa rural.
Está mejor que la del Tudelán y la del Carnaborreo.
No estoy diciendo que sea buena o mala, digo que esto era un sitio peligroso hace poco.
Sí.
¿Sabes? Era poco menos que la calle. No se podía ni acercar.
Antes volaba mi libro, ahora ya no.
Ah, ya me vi por
Tú tranquilo, el único que tiene patologías previas soy yo por la
Joder,
el resto. Y Pepín también.
¿De qué?
Patologías previas, los primeros 60 tenemos seguro. Sí, por eso. También estamos súper vacunados.
Entonces, ¿no les vale el puto certificado manada?
Es lo que digo. ¿Para qué vale que nos
Punto válido cada 15 días.
¿Para qué vale que nos vacunen?
Nos toca la gente el domingo que viene, otra vez.
Sí.
A mí que viene no estoy.
El otro día se lo hace, no sé.
No, pero no tiene sentido.
A ver, es que vamos a ver.
Vamos a avanzar a seguir.
Claro, yo entiendo con que tú estés vacunado, que puedas contagiarte o puedas contagiar, pero que todo el público pase, como ha por su casa, y nosotros no vamos a ver.
Estamos a distancia, con mascarillas. Pero lo vamos a dar
Por
una
los jugadores.
A ver si van a tomar por una zona de chiquitos.
Claro, los jugadores no ven aquí.
No, pero es que pasa, los jugadores son más que nosotros, es decir, o sea, lo que nosotros mismos a por él, los clientes son a polla, con perdón.
Sí.
Claro, pero los jugadores que no los juegan aquí, como dice Mini, los de prensa están aquí sentados, no le vamos a hacer nada al jugador. Que aparte están
Qué
vacunados.
mal pensado sois, yo creo que nos van a poner una
Ahora,
medida
no,
con
mira,
eso,
estos
joder,
estamos
no te va.
Claro, estos son seis, como el verdad.
Vamos reduciendo de nada.
Que sean españoles, por lo menos.
Si no hay vacuna, no hay ninguna garantía de nada. De nada.
Porque sí podían ser virtuales.
Sí.
Gracias a la niña. No quiere mucho. No quiere mucho.
Venga, dale caña, que así estamos con
Hermano, hay aquí un montón de cosas conectadas. ¿Tú sabes por qué son?
Media multitud. ¿Qué hay cosas conectadas?
Sí, hay aquí un montón de cables.
Buenas tardes.
Vamos ahí, por favor.
Buenas tardes, yo soy la empresa de Alonso. Lo que me pedís el turno de palabra y me decís vuestro nombre y el mío.
Bueno, Sergio González de la Radio Autonómica de Galicia. Sabe, buenas tardes. Bueno, tu análisis del partido y tu impresión del grupo.
Creo que ha sido un partido muy igualado, ¿no? Ambos equipos con su forma de jugar, con su planteamiento. Conocíamos bien al Lugo, lo competitivos que son, cómo saben esperar su momento, cómo tienen jugadores de experiencia, jugadores de calidad, que en las transiciones son buenos, que balón cerca del área pues son peligrosos. Barreiro, Hugo Rama, Gerard Valentín, Cris Ramos son jugadores que ya contrastados, que el año pasado yo creo que lograron una gran cohesión como grupo. Yo creo que eso es muy importante para este equipo. Y para nosotros, venir aquí y competir de lo que hemos medido, y cómo hemos competido, sentir lo que hemos sentido, cómo hemos estado al nivel del Lugo, cómo hemos tenido nuestras oportunidades, momentos en los que hemos tenido que sufrir, ha tenido diferentes fases, pero en líneas generales creo que es un empate bastante justo.
Bueno, cambias 4 titulares con respecto a Leganés, el bloque se mantiene y rinde un alto nivel, vais 4 puntos sobre 6 en las primeras jornadas y con portería cero. Bueno, ¿cómo valoras todo eso?
Bueno, estamos en fase de adaptación, en fase de consolidación de los principios de juego que queremos, de las ideas. Para nosotros es muy importante que todos puedan progresar, que independientemente de quién juegue, que el que salga lo haga bien, que entienda bien las cosas. Y nosotros no tenemos un 11 definido, tenemos una buena plantilla, los chicos entrenan muy bien, se preparan bien, están deseando jugar, la labor complicada del entrenador de tener que elegir, pero bueno, para todos está siendo un inicio, estamos satisfechos, pero queremos más.
Sí, Pepe García, Radio Nacional de España. Hablabas de un empate más o menos justo, pero también te vas satisfecho. Quiero decir que, bueno, después de lo visto, un punto
creo que el punto, yo creo que es, visto el partido, yo creo que al final es, para ambas partes, con los méritos que hemos hecho, creo que es, como he dicho, justo. Y luego el partido, sí, yo creo que ha sido un partido de segunda. Y para muchos de nosotros, pues cada partido, cada minutos que estamos jugando, es lo que he dicho, es la adaptación, es el aprendizaje, es saber que cuando todas las visitas que vamos a tener, Aranxo Carro, dentro de 15 días iremos a Cartagena, es complicado jugar fuera de casa por la calidad del rival, por las aficiones que aprietan y, bueno, la suerte de poder disfrutar de esta experiencia para todos nosotros, de ver ambiente en la grada y nos vamos, se puede decir que nos vamos satisfechos, pero siempre con ese punto de que podía haber sido mejor.
Siempre entre las quinielas como uno de los posibles o con más opciones para descender. ¿Qué sensación te ha dejado el equipo, el estadio y esta afición?
Pues yo creo que va a ser un equipo muy competitivo, ¿no? Yo creo que lo vimos la semana pasada en Oviedo, que rescató un punto de una situación muy complicada, y hoy también pues, ganarle al Lugo aquí en casa. Nosotros sabemos la dificultad que tiene, ¿no? Por lo tanto, lo que he dicho antes, nos hubiese gustado un poquito más, pero creo que nos vamos satisfechos. Creo que el Lugo va a dar, le va a dar alegrías a su afición, porque yo creo que tiene un buen grupo, tiene buenos jugadores, el entrenador yo creo que va a muerte con su grupo y eso es fundamental. Luego las quinielas, la verdad es que no las he leído, no me interesan mucho porque al final es lo que pasa en el campo, es lo que es realmente importante, no lo que las quinielas a 40 jornadas de que acabe.
¿Una pregunta más? No.
Vale, gracias.
Porque se caso todo lo pedían para que saliera por, bueno, para copiar el audio de la cámara.
Vienen dos jugadores. Aquí, dijo que iba a ser a zona mixta aquí. Lo que cabe. Pasillos se los dejaron de
Esto de las 8 de la mañana,
No tiene nada que ver, no se explique.
no.
Están allá abajo, yo creo, no lo sé. No tengo ni idea allá abajo.
Me mandan grabar ahí, están ahí. Yo me enseñaría a organizar otra vez.
Sí, hombre, ¿cómo lo vas a ver en echar un cambio?
En mi momento como andar en bicicleta, nunca se te olvida.
Tú enchufas hasta la casa que es. Si ves que rompe, cambia de sitio. Me avisa.
Ah, se van a hacer aquí las ruedas de la zona mixta.
Sí.
No estoy privilegiado.
Sí, a las 7 de la tarde un sábado.
Era irónico,
Aquí metido.
En agosto.
De verdad que era irónico, por si acaso.
Me ha salido muy bien
Que
actuar.
no tarde mucho.
En agosto a marzo, hay que mentalizarse ya, si no, es imposible.
Es mejor pensarlo ya, sí.
Sí.
Coño.
No voy a pasar hijos fríos.
Está duchando, con el cuarto que hace.
Ese va,
Diciembre,
no va,
enero,
pero no quita bien.
El libro que estamos mejor ahí, donde estamos.
Es que el año pasado hice yo,
El libro hacía muchísimo frío. Hace unos fríos.
Aquí está bien, ¿no?
¿Dónde estás tú? Era donde hacías el polvorín.
Estoy donde siempre, ahí me da igual. En donde sea ya ni me muero.
Yo en invierno, yo tengo el síndrome este de Renault, que ahora salió muy de moda porque uno del gobierno lo tiene también, que le dejó el COVID la secuela.
Que lleva guantes, juega con guantes.
Sí, le dejó con guantes. Pues eso es que con el frío, las extremidades no te pasa, no te circula bien la sangre. Pero con nada de frío. Joder, ¿cómo sufría el año pasado?
Hola, buenas tardes.
Estamos un momentín.
¿Esto funciona? ¿Esto funciona? Sí, vale. Hola.
Muy bien, comenzamos la comparecencia de prensa con el míster. Empezamos cuando queráis. Pepe.
¿Qué tal, mister? Buenas tardes, soy Lugo de la Nación de España. No sé qué sensación te queda después de este empate. Hemos visto quizá las oportunidades más claras de su equipo, pero ante un rival bastante complicado, ¿no?
Sí, sabíamos que jugábamos contra un rival de nivel, un rival que venía de ganar la primera jornada de Liga, por lo tanto, ese periodo que a lo mejor parece muy largo de adaptación gana un todo leganés, por lo tanto, creo que estuvimos más cerca de la victoria, creo que limitamos, si no me equivoco, 0 tiros a puerta del rival, y creo que nadie pone en duda el nivel ofensivo que tiene en este caso la Real Sociedad B, y nosotros tuvimos varias situaciones de centro lateral que estuvimos muy cerquita de que acabaran en gol. Por lo tanto, muy satisfecho porque la línea es de un equipo luchador, de un equipo que se entrega, de unos cambios que salen y mejoran lo que está pasando, de un espíritu luchador y tremendamente competitivo, y además Creo que tácticamente y creo que futbolísticamente controlamos, en este caso, al Sanse, ¿no? Por lo tanto, es para estar satisfechos por todo el proceso. Nos hubiera gustado conseguir esos 3 puntos, ¿no? Por lo tanto, ese es un poco el sabor amargo que nos queda.
Bueno, ben, boa tarde. Bueno, as sensacións, a pesar de que somente sexa un punto, son millores de caes que a nivel global as que che deixou o partido de Oviedo.
Bueno, los partidos son diferentes. Es cierto que el día del Oviedo creo que nos penalizan mucho 2 situaciones concretas. Hasta ese momento el rival no había generado peligro. Y hoy ha sido un partido, creo que más lineal.